Alright, and welcome back everyone, and let's play some more Binding of Isaac. Here we go. However, I never realized just now how graphic their death is. They just explode into viscera. No, do not shoot me. Now you are dead. Da, 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 da. Squishy. Treasure? Ah, the rosary. First I'll take care of you. The rosary gives you 3 soul hearts, which is really nice. It's not, you know, one of the most powerful ones, but all in all I think it's, or powerful items, but all in all I think it's pretty good. Let's see what's down here. Oh, we got Gluttony. Ow. Gluttony, the mini-boss sin. Oh, come on, no. Going failing so hard at this. Die, die, die. Come on, shoot the laser. No, not the blob. Ah. Yeah. I made you explode like that. Unfortunately, you dropped just hearts, and I can't do much with that. So, hopefully I can hold on to these soul hearts, and it'll help me get a devil room in the next level. Soul hearts basically act as a buffer in that regard. Oh, another blue stone. Boom. And I get 2 more soul hearts. Awesome. Okay. These guys just kind of wander around randomly. They don't have any heads, so they can't really see you there. Yes. Blow this up. See what's in the chest. Money and my bomb back, basically. And see what's in this one. Hey, oh, it's a gold chest. Can't open it, I don't have any keys. I'm probably pretty much not going to have any. Excuse me. It's likely there's a secret room up here. I'll go ahead and use my last bomb. Oh, awesome. I've never actually seen this in an item room to my memory. It's only appeared as an item in the secret rooms. It gives you a bump on your head where the assumed spider bit you, and your shots are now white and they slow enemies down. So, yay, that's a pretty decent power-up. I like that, and I'm going to get to test it out right now. The Gemini. Of course, the Gemini twins. In this case, I don't know if that little one would technically be considered a parasitic twin. I wonder, since there's a umbilical cord linking them. Basically, the little one keeps shooting little bits at you as long as the big one is still intact. But if he dies, the little one goes crazy. Like that. Get away. Actually, I think I prefer him more this way. Oh yeah, I can get you trapped there. Sometimes you can pull this off a little bit. Or, no. Not as long as I'd like. Come on. Come on. Yeah. You'll notice I didn't get a devil room here because, as far as I know, it never appears in the first level. And we got a box. Oh, crap. No! Tank nabbit. I hate when that happens. The bomb they drop randomly appears as an, you know, an already lit one. And then you try to run away and you accidentally pick up, like, the card. Oh, so much fail. Okay, maybe I have gas, and I'll pick up this. This trinket is Mom's Pearl. It basically increases your percentage chance of a normal heart drop being a, I guess, a spirit heart or whatever it is, that the white hearts that give you a new heart slot if you finish the level with it, or find another one to match it. There's not much more I can do here, so on we go. And I have a death card. And I've at least identified no. There you go. Sound effects are a little quiet. It's easier to stand. I don't know why the music is so loud in this game. No. Oh, come on, no. I am failing to these flies. This is awful. Oh, hey, key. That is awful. Oh, No. No. This guy's hard, because you've got to line yourself up with him to hit him, but his shots do the same thing. Oh, finally. Yep, okay. Oh, and this is important, actually. This is going to be an interesting run, because Mom's Pearl and the Mitre, I don't know, the Popat, they combine, both of their effects increase the percentage, and that percentage is stacked. So I now have a fairly good chance that any given heart drop is going to be a spirit heart with any luck. Oh, I dodged the wrong way. One of the things I find interesting about the Binding of Isaac's enemies is that as you descend deeper, in many ways it looks like you're running more and more into kind of earlier forms of the same monster in many ways. Like, for example, you'll see larger, nastier flies, or those, the dodge. There we go. But, for example, those, floating heads that you see that spit shots at you. You know, in the depths you run into them with a body and a tether neck. Why do I keep trying to pick up the hearts? Don't bother. Let's go ahead and do the fight and see what happens after that. Actually, since I have extra bombs, what is it more likely to be? I think it's over here. Sometimes they're by treasure rooms, sometimes they're by the shop. Come on. Oh, fail. On we go. To the boss. We got Larry Jones. And lots of poo. It doesn't really slow them down unless it hits him in the head. Actually, I think these guys are going to be pretty vulnerable to this. Monstrous tooth has appeared in the basement. New item there. Yep, I think they're particularly vulnerable to the death card because each of their segments are a distinct object that can be damaged. So if you damage multiple segments, it basically deals damage to them for each segment stacking on top of each other in terms of poison damage. Likewise, I think the death card does a huge chunk of damage to all their pieces at once, causing them to take massive, massive damage even for a boss. So, we got dog food, we got dessert. Yeah, yet another disturbing bit of insight about Isaac's home life. Oh yeah, we have got the pact here. The pact increases tears and damage somewhat, but mostly increases your tears stat. With more shots, I'm going to be able to slow enemies much more. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, and might as well go over here and take a quick swing at that, I could go in. I don't really have enough money right now to go into the store, so it's not really worth it, and just save the key for the next level. And I will need it to open the treasure room. And there's this silly guy, and ooh, let's try this out. Oh. I don't have much money anyway, so. Yeah, you get useless messages. Look to La Luna. Don't leave the house today. Ew. That's an umbilical cord, another trinket. I don't want it. I'm on out of money. The reason why I don't want that is basically all that trinket does is if you get down to half a heart in a given room, it will spawn a familiar called Little Steve, or Little Stevie, I can't remember what it's called, but basically it spawns a particular familiar to help you fight, but it's only for that room, and only when you drop to half a heart. So the problem is you're almost dead by that point, so it's not going to help that much if you're in that much trouble. So Mom's Pearl, I think, is better in the long run. Well, there's not much more damage I can do here, so I guess I'll go ahead and move on. I probably could have tried to go for that other secret room, but I try to want to keep at least one bomb around. Ooh. And another devil, another... Oh, that symbol, by the way, is also used for an item. It's referred to as the Whore of Babylon, I think. Pretty sure it is. Which is... Oh. So I kind of negated all damage of bothering to come through there. If I get an extra key, I'll come back for that gold chest. But for now, I need to hold on to it. Oh yeah. And now, you go boom. Yep, but oh, I thought that would happen. Perhaps it's probably better for me to have shot the guys and avoided hitting that, but there's nothing I can do about that now. Use a blue rock. Oh crap. Dang nabbit. Why am I saying that by the whole thing is dang nabbit, that's weird. Ooh, the fleshy ones. They have more shots. Yeah, the slowing effect slows down their shots too. Usually enemies that fire a spread of shots like that are easier to deal with if you can put distance between yourself and them. You notice I'm moving back and forth a bit. The reason why is your movement momentum affects your shots. So oftentimes you can, it's an important trick to learn, oftentimes you can squeeze a shot at an angle like this and hit creatures that technically can't hit you back if you're behind a rock. So it's a good thing to do, to be able to do. No. Just no. Yeah. And I don't want the tack. The tack gives you a randomly it gives your shot basically piercing and ethereal, I think. But basically it just makes one of your shots a little different every so often at random. And I got 10 bombs, which is okay. It's 10 bombs, so I have a lot more bombs to use. So that's actually a pretty good thing. I mean, many people would think that's not a great item because, you know, just bombs. You can get bombs anywhere, but you can't always just get bombs anywhere. Sometimes you kind of screwed. I'll go ahead and put this down here and see if I can't break the secret room. Nope, no secret room there. It gives you more leeway to waste bombs, but try to use bombs to get into things. Oh, these guys. Yeah, I don't do not want. Do not want. And I can't get that either. That's annoying. I want... And an unknown pill, I believe. We'll use this to blast it open. And let's do it. Oh, weak. It lowered my tier stat. Crap. Well, win some, you lose some, I guess. And then spiky room. That sucks. It lowered the basically counteracted part of the pack. Now, depending if the devil room shows up or not, I may do something interesting. Oh, here's Gertie. Oh, no. Gertie comes in different flavors, so to speak, although, considering he's a giant mass of internal organs and flesh, I don't know why you would want to taste him, either. No. I have pushed you. No. See, the variations on Gertie here, this version is the standard version, where he does a combination of spread attacks and summoning other creatures. But there are other variations, such as a variation where he doesn't really summon anything and instead just does a lot more spread shots. Or a big, kind of darker colored version of him, which doesn't do shots and instead just summons lots of things. Come on. The slow shot is kind of helping. Get away. Do not want you. Gotta kill those, whatever they're called. Flies. Unfortunately, that slowdown helps a lot with his spread shots. And at least he's a really big target. We almost got this done. Well, that was messy. Stem cells, another health up item, basically. And that was... Well, the devil has pretty much nothing I want to grab. Unless I feel silly, like trying to aim for the cat. Three cat items, but I don't think I really want to miss that this run. This run is actually going pretty well right now. I think I'll go up here. I think there should be a secret room here. Oh! Yes, that is a green 1-up mushroom. And you'll notice up in the corner next to the word life, you'll see the X times 2. Which means if I die, the little following mushroom will disappear and I'll just respawn, so I won't lose the game if I die for, one time. Now, you're going to notice a lot of references to old Nintendo games throughout this, as well as internet meme references, like troll face you've seen on some of the bombs, and the face that Pride makes is, internet meme stuff. There's this reference to Super Mario Bros. There's also a red one that boosts all your stats by 1. Another reference to the red mushrooms in Super Mario Bros. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to mess with. I don't have a key, so I can't get into either the chest or the store, so I might as well move on. So, I'll try to touch on some of those as we go along. Some of the unlockable items that we're going to run into are references to things, too. So, on we go. Ooh, I have to load your powers. Yes, and what is this? It's an unknown pill. Well, I guess I'm an idiot, so I'll take it anyway. Oh, pretty fly. That's nice. That's going to help our defense. Oh, hey, go to the secret room. I think I'll take that. And we got 2 bombs. That sucks. And got a little money. And then I'll just select a wall and blast my way out. Ah, crap. Oh god, I hate these rooms. This kind of room is really annoying. Basically, you've got a narrow entrance so you can't dodge when you first come in, and then you just get pinned down by 4 of those flies. Spread shots. It sucks. I find it very, very hard to ever get out of a room like that without getting hit at least once. So, yeah. Spider-Man! Oh, crap. Drop a bug on Spider-Man. Johnny Mnemonic reference. That was Keanu Reeves, I think, before he did The Matrix. Yeah, I killed you all. And I got moms for it. Yay. Now to blow this up. Although webs on the ground do slow you and, of course, can be destroyed by bombs. This is a trinket, the rusty key here, that it increases, the rusty key increases the chance that one of the random drops will be a key. It basically increases the percentage chance that average drops will be a key, but I'm just going to hold on to the pearl for now. I do need keys, but that's not as good as the flat penny. So, moving on. And now I have the good fortune of these idiots who, even though they can spew at me, don't, because apparently they think, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't think they're thinking anything. They're just standing there in the corners like idiots. You'll notice also that the explosion blasted open the door. You can use bombs to get out of a room that way too, but I rarely ever do. Actually, I almost pretty much never do. I don't really see much a point. You have to go through these rooms to get items that you need to keep going. And these guys. Come on, die. Don't want them spreading out. Yeah, if they spread out, their shots can kind of almost cover the whole room, so it's good to rush in and kill them before they can spread out. Well, at least this room isn't so horrible. These guys are a pain in the butt, but since they're pinned down in the corners, I can basically shoot at them with impunity. Yeah, I still gotta dodge their shots though, but once I line it up... Yeah, when you have creatures that shoot only 2 shots for a spread shot, if you just stand still, they will always shoot around you, because they're firing 2 shots outwards, so... Yeah, that's a good thing to remember when dodging shots. If they're even numbered, they will often, you know, spread out evenly, and you'll have a slot in the middle to try to get through. And these little guys. These guys make a return much later in the game as a more powerful version. Right now, they're just there. And, well, since I don't have a lot of actual hearts to spend on a devil room, I'm going to forego the devil room, and I'm going to use this to do something. This takes hearts, but not soul hearts, until all your actual hearts are down to a half step, or half one, I should say. But I'm not doing this to get the money, actually. What I'm doing it is to get that room up there. You'll notice the sword icon in that room up there is blood covered at the end. That means it's a boss challenge room. Boss challenge rooms only open if you have 1 red heart. It doesn't care about soul hearts or other kinds of hearts. It cares only about red hearts. So I brought myself down to 1 red heart so I can get in here. And it's a so-so item, but I'm still going to take it anyway because it's an item. Often these rooms will have boss items. So... And I'm pretty secure in my ability to deal with these guys. Plus, I have like a ton of soul hearts, so... Monstrous shots are a little weird because they arc. So often you can dodge them, or they look like they're going to hit you, but they don't. His shadow is also glowy. That's weird. I've never noticed that before. Because I'm colored in white, his shadow turns white as well. That's kind of weird. Well, that's 1 down. The other one bites the dust. Now we go for the Larry train. Notably with these guys, if you hit them with the slow effect, yeah, that's kind of weird there. But they're only slowed if you slow their head, not if you slow their body. See, there's an example right there. And that's all there were. Okay, so now we get to find out what these bells are. Awesome! Full health healing. That is really solid. Bad gas. Unknown. Bad trip. That's an item that damages you. Crap. I'm going to hold on to this full health item. Those are really hard to come by, so that's going to be a real big boon in a fight at some point. I have 17 coins. I can probably... See, that's another side benefit of doing that. I got a lot of money out of it, so now I can spend money at the store. It's interesting when you run into mixed enemies here like this. They don't actually play very well together because their respective drops, you know, the spider ones, for example, will get blown up, or the spiders it spits out will get blown up, I mean, not the actual critter, or sphincter monster. Trapped for all eternity, walking around as a walking sphincter. Yeah. And these guys again. Like I said before, charge in and mow them down. These guys are way easier than the red ones because you can just get into their blind spots because their shots are always diagonal. There's gotta be a treasure around here somewhere. There we go. Oh man, I gotta die. Gotta be careful here, I don't want to blow myself up. Yeah, and because of the rock arrangements, I have to go for these in a certain order. There we go. And an extra key. Awesome. They grow inside. Infestation. They grow inside. Yeah. So now you're basically filled with small insects crawling around inside your body. Well, there's some nightmare fuel for you. If I wasn't already a demon appearance, it would basically be all puffed up and fleshy looking. Isaac would take on that appearance. Basically, if you get hit, you spawn those little blue flies, and they'll help attack your enemies, so it's pretty good. Ideally, you don't want to get hit, but if you do, there's an extra help out there. So it's a pretty solid item. Kind of a pity that we haven't run into any white hearts yet. And here we go. Greed. Oh, you... Greed took over the store. What a jerk. I hate you. I hate you so much. No, you cannot have my money. Oh, man. Die. Die for great justice. Oh, I'm failing so hard at this guy. His shots aren't that hard to dodge. Oh, fine. So... Oh, that's the little blue fly I mentioned. I spawned it because I got hit by those shots. And he gave me the steam sail. Because, okay. And I get a yellow pill. It's also an unknown pill. Oh, awesome. The random pill is a teleport pill, so they teleport you to a random location. In this case, it teleported me to the top secret room. Awesome. And it has that. That is much less awesome. That sucked. Time to go back my healing pill. Telepills and random teleportation items, they can be fun if you're just playing around, but if you're playing a serious run where you don't want to get killed, they're not a good idea. They can often dump you into some dangerous situations when you're not prepared and you get badly hurt. Although there is, and I don't know when I'll get to show you this because it's completely random, there is a secret area that you can only get to by teleporting, because you'll teleport and it'll teleport you to somewhere random, and it dumps you into this secret room where it has a guy who says, "I am Error," which is a reference to Zelda 2. And he gives you items and goodies, and then you can just drop down a chute and go to the next level and skip the entire rest of the level without having to fight the boss. But speaking of bosses, here we go. Oh, this beast. I hate this beast. Much like some of its relatives, and yes, that poo did hurt me. Some of its other relatives, it charges at you trying to hit you. The real thing that's nasty about this one is, well, twofold. One, your shots don't hurt it unless you hit it in the fleshy bit in the back. So, yeah, that's not good. Fortunately, my shots aren't at least slowing it down. I may use a bomb or two for this. You'll also notice it's red poops. The red poop regenerates. Red poop is also damaging with fire. It'll cost you half a heart if you touch it, which makes the room even more hazardous. And even if you destroy it, it'll just come back. So, yeah, that's unpleasant. Now, if I get her down to about half-life, then it will change its attack. And instead of charging me, it'll just zigzag around the room diagonally, bouncing off of everything. You know what? Have a bomb. Have another bomb. Yeah, I like some of the other bosses just take a little while because they're only vulnerable in certain areas. Slowdown is really helping though, because when I can slow down her charges, I can get around and shoot. I don't know why I keep saying her though. It's not necessarily a her at all. Oh, there you go. Second phase. This one's easier to deal with now because she just moves back and forth and will often even wedge itself in corners, bouncing off the poo it's already dumped, and at least it stops dropping poo as well. It's easier to dodge in the second phase. Just gotta keep aiming at the tail. And dodging the poo yourself. It's kind of annoying when it comes to that poo. Come on! Cannot seem to hit it. There we go. Awesome. And you notice this poop exploded, but that poop will respawn. Just like that. Oh. So anyway, here is the squeezy. And your tears are up, which is good. And you get 2 free soul hearts in the bargain. But your eyes are now freakishly bugged out. Yeah. Moving on. Hopefully we can get into a store that I can actually buy something that isn't occupied by greed. Oh, the shame. However... Oh, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the music so you can get a chance to hear the music for this. That was an awesome bit of good fortune. I'm just kind of halting commentary a little bit so you can hear some of the music for this level. Ah, we finally meet Lust. Lust is pink. And diseased. Lust's main advantage is its ability to charge you and will just ram into you over and over if it can. Fortunately, with slowing shots, she was a breeze. She'll often drop either pills or sometimes an item called the virus. Oh, it's just a bad trip anyway. And I can't spare the key for that gold chest right now. Ghost baby. Normally these types of rooms are really bad with knights because, you know, they're very hard to damage head on, and these sorts of rooms lend themselves to the layout there. You have to hit them. So it can be pretty nasty if they want to charge you like that. Come on. You can see the problem here. I'm trying to get around to his backside, but he keeps, you know, I have to keep going around. Try to get him from the side if I can. There we go. Awesome. I'll use it for when I find the store. I was gonna open the gold chest, but I changed my mind. So now that you've gotten a sense of the music, I happen to run into an awesome item right here. This is the Bible. You may remember from our last completion of run that Mom is defeated by the Bible. Well, guess what? It's basically her super weakness. Now I can use the Bible normally, just, you know, in a room like this, and pretty much all it will do is give me wings for that room. It's okay. It's not really that great an item by itself. Its real power is that Mom, and then her later version that we're going to run into later eventually, are vulnerable to this book, and if you use it in the boss fight, well, you'll see. And these jerks. Ow. There we go. Now, these guys I was mentioning earlier at the beginning of this run. Ow! Guess this is like their original form? I don't know. I can kind of imagine these guys being spawned by Mother and just starting out like this and then kind of fire shot at me. Kind of being spawned like this, and as they go up into the levels ascending above, they're kind of get weaker as they go. Ah, the fallen. To my knowledge, this doesn't have any real effect on it at all. Lets me fly around. Maybe I move a little bit faster this way, so it doesn't help me that way, though. Though this does help against them charging me. Yeah, you're like charging me very, very slowly. Whoa! Go down. And my fly finished it off. Well, I got Brother Bobby. As you can see, he just shoots tears. He's basically the template on which all the other familiars, I think, are based. So, back we go. Before I leave the area, I want to swing by some of these other things. I would have grabbed the pill there, but I'm pretty sure that pill is just a bad trip. Oh, the fly right there, yeah, that's one of the bad things. The flies are not very intelligent. They will attack these statues, but the statues, you can't destroy them. Well, technically you can maybe destroy them, but it takes a very specific item combined with a bomb to destroy them. So it's pretty much not likely going to ever happen. So, here we go. What's in here? Pills! We got pills. We got bad gas. We got telefill. You know what? I only have 3 hearts. I'm really depending more on my soul hearts at this point, really. So, you know, what the heck? I'll just use the telepill because that'll get me out of this room without taking damage. And it brought me right to the boss room. If I hadn't already defeated the boss, I would have had to fight it then. That would have been bad. Let's see. I don't want to bother with that last room. I might as well. There might be some item in it. Treasure or something. Random singing. The Bible will recharge over the course of the next level, the Necropolis. Brains! Got brains. Oozing radioactive blood, apparently. Really? Oh, what the heck. It brought me right here. Okay, save time. Time saved. Going on. Now you'll notice here, yeah, poop. Ooh, I don't know if you saw that, but for a moment there it looked like there was a door here. Well, that sometimes happens when you spawn. Basically, that means there's a secret room there. The door just kind of disappears. And there is a white soul heart. And I will have to save that for later, because if I take it now, I'm probably going to lose it, knowing my luck. I will have to take it before the boss fight, since step 2 means I have to fight Mom. Die, babies! Those babies have unfortunate implications there, because if you think about it, they're kind of like ghosts, but I don't know if they were reborn, so to speak. Oh well, maybe they're just little banshee spirits. Come on, guys, die. Drop dead, please. I mean, stay dead. Come on. Oh, wow, that's like pulling teeth. Well, this is nice for a change. Sort of. Another key. This is good. By the way, this has the last shop of the game in this level, so I better focus on the... No, I don't know. I'll just kind of move on in. Being all mellow in the pits of despair. The brains will kind of charge you. They'll speed up if you line up with them directly. And that, once again, is a telepill, I think. So, yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. So many monsters. No. Crap. This is bad when there are this many of them all right here together. Wow. Blow this up. I've got the... No, hold on to it. I need to... Well, there's the shop. Well, you'll notice the brown spiky thing over there. They're interesting because unlike the blue ones, which are just a permanent fixture of the room, I don't even think you can destroy them. The brown ones basically are tied to the monsters in the room. Once you destroy the monsters, the spiky thing disappears. Okay, I hope this is not another greed. This happens, by the way, the more money you have, the higher the chance, or it gives an increased likelihood that it will be greed instead of a normal shop. In we go. Oh, really? Full of lemons. This really sucks. Okay, that really, really sucks. The reason why that sucks is I have a Steam sale to get things for cheaper, but because greed took over those shops, there are no more shops in the game. So money is a lot less useful now. Main thing money is going to be useful for from here on out is maybe if I find slot machines or the like, because there are no more shops. So that kind of sucks. No more shops. There is... Slow down. Slow down becomes bullet time. Yay. Awesome. Again, really? Sometimes this happens. You'll have rooms that are just the same enemies as the last room. on. Shoot you in the back of the head. Shoot you in the brain. Go for the brain. When you think about it, these guys are kind of disturbing, and not only because they have like these masked faces or whatever. You know, their brains are literally hanging out the back. It's kind of unsettling when you think about it. More relatively useless money. Well, with the exception if I run into a beggar. Like a beggar baby. Oh, wait. I didn't see you. I was too busy shooting your friend. Let's go in here. Let's see if we can get any quick benefits. I won't do this too much. Isaac Sport. And that heals. You'll die alone. Marry and reproduce. I got a card. The Wheel of Fortune. Look! Another machine. That's what the Wheel of Fortune does. It summons either one of the slot machines or one of the fortune teller machines. Steven Lives. That's a reference to another one of this game's maker. This game's creator created another game which has a character named Steve in it. The trinket here that just popped out, I know I've talked about the fork before. This ace card, if you pick it up and carry it around as a trinket, it will cause you to have an increased chance of cards of any kind dropping. Or cards, not cards. Steven Lives. Blow my money here. Oh! He is offering up, if I can get this. Awesome! This is his special drop item. As you see, he disappeared. This is the final prize for his game. If you get this, well, observe. It's Fly Love, also called Scatoli. And that's right, I am wearing a poo hat. A hat of poo. Poo for everyone. So with this hat of poo, all flies in-game will now be friendly toward me. They won't damage me. They'll come toward me because they're attracted, but they won't do damage to me directly. With the exception of flies' effects. For example, those flies that explode, if they explode, the explosion still hurts you. It doesn't get rid of the explosion. That's just a side effect of the fly dying. So you'll still get hurt by those things, but the flies themselves will not hurt you. So a lot of these creatures that spit flies become much more manageable. Oh, great. Come on. Gotcha. And I cannot get that awesome key. What's in here? Oh, why not? I got Now we got these yahoos. And I can open that gold chest. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but you'll notice that some rooms are barred and inaccessible largely under certain circumstances. I know I talked about the boss rooms a little earlier, but the challenge room, the normal challenge, standard challenge room down there, only opens if you have effectively full life. It only cares about your total heart containers, not your soul hearts, but it will take into account soul hearts. So for example, if you're down one red heart, it won't be open, but if you have one soul heart in addition to having one heart missing, it will treat that soul heart as effectively overriding the empty red heart slot and treating you as if you had full life for the purposes of accessing the room. And I got money and a soul heart. That was totally not worth it. Oh well, let's see what's down here. Guts are down here. Roly-poly guts. Disgusting, nasty, roiling guts. Like intestines and stuff rolling around on the floor. Oh wow, I never actually thought of them that way, but that's actually really disturbing if you think about it, because it's just like a pile of guts, like the insides of a cow or a person, just rolling around on the floor like a ball. That's really disgusting. Oh, finally! I kept searching for this the whole time. Fortunately, these guts are, they're not hard to deal with. They tend to stay in little patterns. I don't seem to be getting any more soul hearts anytime soon. I'm going to replace Mom's Pearl with this. The goat hoof. The goat hoof, a severed hoof from a goat, increases your speed, effectively. And the last item room. And I got a dime, but it's so late in game now that money doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and use this real quick. I got the tower. The tower, and I'm going to take the Bible back. The tower is an interesting card. In the tarot, or tarot, the tower represents pride causing one to fall from, a lofty position. Basically, in this game, if you activate it, it fills the room with bombs, just like pride does. So it basically gives you pride's attack for that room for just one shot. Now, I'm going to pick that up. Hopefully, I'll have enough soul hearts that when we fight Mom, I won't lose so many, and I'll be able to carry that white heart to the next level. And you'll get to see a little animation it does, and stuff. And now, after a very long-awaited time, I get to show you the power of this item. Bring it. And now... I got a Halo unlocked, and yes, that's right, one-hit kill. One of the hardest bosses in the original, or in the basic game, one-hit kills with the Bible. Which makes sense when you consider the epilogue. And we got Mom's heals, so my shots go farther. But yeah, that completely wipes her out. But you'll notice that the game hasn't ended, and that there's now a new trapdoor. This didn't happen last time. This is because we have now gained access to a new area, a new region of the game. And from this point on, the game's rules change. At this point, even though there's been a treasure room and a shop at every level, from here on out there are no more shops, there are no more treasure rooms. They never generate. You only get challenge rooms and occasionally a casino room, a gambling room. And what's more, what's really nasty, is that now every time you would have taken a half heart of damage, you now take a full heart of damage for a given hit. So think about that. Now enemies that previously would just do half a heart damage now do a whole heart of damage every time they hit you. And the monsters get tougher and have more hit points. So here we go. Into the womb. I should turn on the music for this, so... Fleshy walls, people. We are in, I guess you could say, the spawning ground. Ew. Well. Give you a minute to check out the music. It's kind of... Yeah, that's enough of the music, but you get the idea. It loops. We've already met a couple of new enemies. This is a doppel. It is your evil mirror twin. When you shoot, it shoots, making firing at it very hard. Fortunately, since I have this orbiting fly, I can just stand in nice and close to him, and my fly isn't doing anything. Crap. Alright, in these situations, you can also do this. You'll notice there's spikes over there, and there's a key lock over here, a keystone blocking the way. If I expend a key on it, I can basically force him to step in the spikes. So, yeah, we're literally inside Isaac's, well, I assume we're inside a representation of Isaac's mother's uterus. You. Yeah, and as you can see, I did take a full heart of damage there. And these levels tend to be, long, continuous hallways to an end. So you'll get to the end of one of these, and it'll be like a challenge room. You have to go all the way to the other side of a level to find the actual boss room. That was not the case this time. I'll let you see here for a moment. Okay, that was not what I expected to happen. I'm not sure what happened there. I think one of the little flies attacked it because I shouldn't have taken any damage. I think one of my orbiting flies attacked the little flies and caused them to explode, doing damage to me. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just fight the boss and move on to the next level. You've basically seen what these levels have to offer. This is what they look like, basically, all throughout. They look like pink, fleshy walls, and you'll see the different kind of enemies. You'll also see a return of several bosses, sometimes even in pairs, who you'll have to fight as more normal, or mini-boss enemies instead of full boss, but onto this boss. We're facing Skull-X. I rarely see this one. This is essentially a variation on Pin. His real weak point is his tail. So you want to focus your attacks when you get the chance to do that, or... Yeah. Come on. The unfortunate problem with these guys is there's no guarantee they'll be on... Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm basically carrying his arc there by slowing his head. Just dodge his shots. He's not really that hard. Just dodge his shots and shoot for the tail, the flashy end. Oh, that was kind of a glitch. Yeah, things that alter movement tend to play havoc with these guys. In terms of, like, the way it looks. It ends up looking glitchy. Oh, that was dumb on me. I walked right into him. Not really so challenging so much as he is just drawn out because you can't hit him. That's the problem with enemies who you can't do damage to normally. Oh yeah, here's our opening. Yeah, I don't even care. Oh, and it gave me the beauty. Ugh. Pretty useless at this point. It'll just drop me money. And even though it dropped me a nickel, there's pretty much nothing to do with money anymore. So let's see what's thinking. Both of these are pretty good items. As I said before, the Spirit of Night, Flying and Ethereal Shots, while this one, the Mark of the Beast, which is 666, arranged like that. When you pick it up, it puts a 666 on your forehead, like that, and it increases your damage output. Now, I've got a lot of soul hearts right now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. And because I have taken 2 devil packs in the same run through, I have unlocked Eve. Eve starts with the dead bird item, and the Whore of Babylon curse effect on her. So, she's an interesting character. I'll talk about her more when I play her later on. But for now, moving on. Wound 2. And at the end of this level, we will fight Mom once more. There's Maggie's wig, by the way. And him being mocked for wearing a wig. Why on earth she would give him a wig, I don't know. Makes no sense. Anyway, oh, spiky. Oh, and remember what I said. This includes these doors as well as the blood machines. Normally they take half a heart. Now they will take a full heart. I'm not going to bother with it because I need to save my health for the final boss. Well, not really, but those things are freaky. They're like blind. I don't know what they are. Oh, here's the fistula. Normally he's a standard boss, but at this point in the game he becomes a mini-boss. basically he just breaks up into pieces and eventually becomes these little chasey worms. You want to try to get away from them, get rid of the worms as soon as possible, so they don't chase you all over. But I'm dishing out enough damage, it's not really an issue. What's in this? It's a normal item bomb, normal chest. Normal chests like this will only give you standard items like hearts, money, bombs, keys. I don't really need any of that at this stage. We're so late in the game now that there's really no point. Oh, I hate these. Die. No. Oh, I hate those things so much. And disposed of our doppelganger. So, yeah. Oh, again, really? Oh, now with spiders. I really hate these things. They essentially are using technology shots. There's also a more powerful version of those eyes, which is just an eye without any red trimming around it, and it fires brimstone blasts at you. Yeah, that's nasty. Oh, these little buggers. I do not want you. Go away. Nope. See, they'll do that. They'll sink into the floor where you won't be able to attack them, and they'll just disappear. And then reappear wherever and hit you. This isn't looking good. I'm glad I'm saving my health. Great. Gotta be careful with this one, because I can't just shoot all wherever. Because if I do, I'll hit my doppelganger. If I actually can aim the familiars correctly, I think I can take him out. Let's see if I can't do that. Yeah, there we go. Just take a little longer. But I have familiars and he doesn't. There are a number of ways to get around dealing with them. Doppels are primarily just an impediment, like those brown spike things in some ways. They just make it more dangerous for you to fire everywhere. They're not much, but you can usually deal with them once the other enemies are out of the way. And I walked all this way for a spiky room. No, thank you. Actually, since I've got like 17 bombs, let's bomb a wall or two. See if there's a secret room in here. Oh, you kidding me? Yeah, these guys, greed can show up in secret rooms too. Because he's in... Yeah, he's just one of those kinds of, people. So retarded. So instead of getting something, I get more damage. Great. I love damage. No, I don't. Oh, these guys. They kind of disappear into the floor and spew shots at you, basically. Kind of annoying. Spiders are kind of an interesting challenge here because being small and they're jerking about movement, they were kind of a pain in the arse to avoid. But now they'll do each of those little spiders will do a full heart of damage. So they can be pretty brutal if you're not careful. Also, spiders crawling around in someone's uterus. Ew. Squick. Oh, this is the eye I'm talking about. It's shooting the brimstone beam at me. Run around. Whew. Okay. Those things are nasty. They will just destroy you if they have the chance. Okay. I've got 4 keys. I don't want to actually hit it, but I kind of don't have a choice. If you go up near it, it automatically uses the key. Oh, well. Oh! I believe these are called mama guts or something like that. They're basically the big version of the little guts. And yeah, they just do that. They basically stay largely in one general area and just keep spewing shots. Not really that difficult. But they always turn into these little ones when you kill them. So yeah, so a giant pile of internal organs becomes a smaller pile of internal organs and rolls around on the floor. How wonderful. Well, that's good. Okay, I hope I hope the final boss is in the destruction. Oh, it's these guys! You remember them from earlier. I said, well, these are their more powered up versions. They will divide and shoot shots at you. And you just need to keep shooting them, dodging. And eventually, you will destroy their protective little shells, and then they will no longer smile. They will no longer smile because they will be helpless, pretty much. They can actually hurt you if you're, dumb enough to walk into them. But other than that, they'll just flop around in the ground like a fish out of water. So, oh, good. My flies took care of the other one. Awesome. Well, here we are. The final boss is Mom's heart. That's right, we're fighting her heart. Basically, her heart will hide and continually release, a rush of enemies. And whenever you kill all the enemies, she'll drop back down again. And you can hit her again. Now, the only thing is when she gets to half health, she comes down permanently. Her heart comes down permanently. And, oh god. Her heart comes down permanently, and she starts spewing bomb shots, basically. But we're not going to wait for that. I'm not going to wait for that at all. I'm going to do this. Yeah, that'll start, and then I unlock Judas. There we go. So I have slain Mother's heart and turned it into bloody bits of gore. Now, yes, there's a devil room there. I'm not going to bother with it, actually. It won't give you an items. Instead, because I got the devil room at this specific boss fight, it actually opens a chute that will drop you down to yet another realm. However, I'm going to get to that in my own time later. I'm instead going to focus on the golden chest, because each time you beat Mom's heart, you're going to get a different ending with a different gold chest with a different item, and you get a different ending as a result. The devil room just lets you skip to an area that you'll eventually have access to anyway after you beat Mom's heart so many times. So I'm going to take that in when we get to it. So for now, I'm going to open this chest, and we're going to see the first of our other endings. That's right, it's a fez. He got a fez. Once more, kind of more strong evidence that all the other characters are essentially Isaac, or at least most of them. We've seen him wear Maggie wigs, and we've seen him now having a fez, and at the same time he gets the fez, that's when Judas gets unlocked. So, yeah. Each of the other characters have their own bonuses and weaknesses. For example, Judas is kind of the glass cannon, so to speak. He dishes out, he automatically starts with more damage, but the ability to do more damage, but he starts with only one heart, making him very terribly fragile. He also starts with the item, the Book of Belial, which is an item that boosts his damage dealing even more, making him awesomely destructive, albeit very, very fragile. So, yes, boss is not featured in this run. I hate you, Headless Horseman. Anyway, the music doesn't change here, so it's just the same music as always during the credits. So from now on, we're going to have access to the wound, so the game will not end after the first 3 regions, but instead go on to a 4th one. And each time we'll have a different ending, usually unlocking a new item. And each of these endings are items that, pretty much, each of these endings are items that Isaac finds in the chest. And as you can see, Mom's heart is broken. Literally. Well, it's been fun, and I'm going to call out a break. Good night, everyone.